Hey guys, welcome back to the Modern Diver channel. Today, I'm going to be heading back to Welland. We're going diving with my buddy John. We're going to dive under the floating stage near downtown. I did a TikTok about it a little while ago. There was some pretty neat stuff down there. But one thing I didn't get a chance to talk about was I heard rumors there are some old floating fire pots that have sunk in that area. So I don't even think I've told John about that yet. So that was kind of one of the items I wanted to go out there and try and find just to change it up. I've been diving the canal a lot lately, obviously, because we haven't been out on the lake yet. But yeah, we're gonna head over there. We're gonna go check out the fire pots. We'll head over to the two main bridges as well. We'll see what kind of goodies we can find. So follow along. So here we are, guys. We're at the floating amphitheater here in Welland. As I mentioned, me and John are going to be diving. We're going to be getting in the water right over here. We're going to swim underneath the dock and we're going to head towards the other bridges. So as I mentioned, I've heard rumors that there was some old floating fire pits that they used to use during concerts that were sunk many years ago. So we're expecting to find a couple metal baskets. I'm assuming they're going to be like 4 foot by 4 foot, and we'll see. I don't know, I've never seen them before, so that's why we're here today, just to kind of explore a little bit, see what we find. So everyone, this is my friend John. Here we go. So John's never dove here before, and as I mentioned, it's been many years since I've actually explored underneath the bridges. So we're both here in our dry suits today. We're out in doubles. We're planning what, probably like a 50-minute dive, 60-minute dive. So shouldn't be too bad. Water temperature right now is about 52 Fahrenheit is what I experienced the other day. We both got our lights. Not sure what visibility is going to look like, but we're gonna go hopefully try and find some fire pits. We'll check out underneath the bridge, see what kind of treasures people have thrown off, or what evidence they've tried to destroy in Welland here. So we'll see what we find. So yeah, come along. Normally I would have some music playing over the diving footage at this point, but you guys are going to see this dive didn't necessarily go as planned. Since we were planning for just a simple dive, John decided he was going to bring one of his deco bottles just to get some practice with it in the water. You can see him here putting it on in the shallows. It's still pretty early in the season, so there's a lot of algae here, but as we were starting to work our way down, John wanted to spend a little bit of time here because he was having a hard time equalizing. However, once we started to hit about 10 feet, it didn't take me long to notice that I had a problem. It seemed that my chest was starting to flood, and after playing around with it a bit, we realized it was probably my neck seal. So at this point, I signaled to John we're going to have to start to head up so I can readjust it. I attempted to readjust it in the water, but it still kept leaking, so I decided to actually get out and take my suit off. Upon closer inspection, it looks like my neck seal had actually slipped out of the SciTech ring. So at this point, I was pretty wet, but I was still warm, so we decided to fix it, put the suit back on, and try to go down and still complete the dive, even if it was going to be a bit shorter than originally planned. We attempted our descent again, however, John started to run into some more issues with equalizing. So we sat here in the shallows for a little bit, still wasn't working, and we decided to turn the dive. Well guys, me and John just did the shortest dive of the season. Unfortunately, sometimes it's good to know when to call a dive, and it's pretty common in the dive industry to use the term the 3 strikes rule. And today was definitely a 3 strikes. At the beginning of the dive, or just as I was filming the intro to this video, actually, my camera froze, so I'll count that as 1 strike. Me and John got in the water, and pretty much right away, my neck seal started to flood quite a bit. I actually thought it was the zipper at first, and we screwed around with that for a little bit. We came up, I took my hood off, I readjusted my neck seal, reset my hood. We went back into the water, got down to about 10 feet, and right away again my neck was just flooding. So I ended up popping out, and it turned out it was the SciTech neck system of my dry suit. It actually had popped out in one side, so yeah, that sucks. So I got a bit wet, but again, that was just strike number 2. And then unfortunately John had some decompression issues, or not decompression, congestion issues. Decompression. Congestion issues. He was having a hard time equalizing. So yeah. Is what it is. It's good not to force it. Me and John, call it a day, right? Me and John were just talking about how these are now the elusive fire pits, the curse of the Welland fire pits. Yeah. So we'll be out here again. We're gonna find these. Make sure you follow along.